Okay, everybody, welcome to episode 15 of Talking Back Sunday, the spookiest Talking Back Sunday episode of all. Ah,
Spooky.
almost Halloween.
So
Yeah.
spooky. So close.
Mhm.
When is Halloween? Like
Saturday?
what day? I don't know what the
Sunday.
date is. Saturday. Wow, that's so soon.
Yeah, Saturday.
Yeah,
Hey, you guys like this painting behind me?
I do.
I do. You've had that
Oh,
for
it's
a long
beautiful.
time, right?
Did you do that
Yeah.
yourself?
Yeah. I went to this little art class, and they said, draw whatever, and I just did it
Nice.
up. It was nuts. But the first time my dad saw it, he asked me why it was a pizza, and I was like, it's not a pizza, Dad. It's a moon. Then I'm gonna buy a new piece of art.
It's a burning moon, Father.
You know what? I actually probably would.
But hey, the moon
There's
is made of
you do
cheese.
love
Pizza's
Geno's.
made out of cheese.
Yeah.
The moon hits
Ah,
your eye like a big
I was,
pizza pie.
That's amore.
that's a painting in Mark's house. There's Mark. I was actually wondering. I'm like, man, other than playing the drums, what's he been doing to keep himself busy during quarantine for 8 months? And there it
Just
is.
this.
There it is, right there.
Yep. Become
Well, it's what the stars do.
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone's a big painter. Jim
Beautiful.
Carrey.
Mm-hmm.
George W.
Wait,
Who?
what does Sylvester Stallone paint?
Wait, George Bush is a he?
Yeah.
Really?
He paints
Yeah.
like doggies and stuff.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, Sylvester Stallone apparently does big like paintings. I mean, I think they're all Rocky themed, but I think he sells them for a fortune. Like I think people pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for a Sly Stallone original. So if anyone wants to get me one of those, that'd be cool. I'd sell it for a Rambo knife.
Oh yeah, or like because you have your birthday coming up. So now everybody
Oh,
knows
Lord.
what to get you is you want an original signed Sly Stallone painting.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
We'll look into it.
Thank you.
Maybe-
yeah.
Maybe we could start like a GoFundMe or like a Kickstarter
Raise that.
to get you one.
What if I just paint you a picture of Sylvester Stallone instead?
Man, that'd be even
Ooh.
better.
Even
Would that be
better.
Because I know it'd
John,
be done with love.
It would be awesome. It would be awesome if you did it on like a giant canvas. Get like a 6-foot canvas.
Life-size
That would
Sylvester Stallone.
be so good.
That would be really cool.
I'd hang it on the ceiling above my bed so I could wake up to it every morning.
Jamie would love that.
She would. A huge fan. I think I've tried to make her watch Rocky about 6 or 7 times, and she still hasn't.
Can't get
Still
through
hasn't seen it.
Yeah, just passively resists, like looking at her phone every time I put it on. I'm like, look at this scene, Paulie's so great, and he's such a piece of shit. Like, well,
Rocky.
Karen is
Like,
like,
no, thank you.
It is really a man-oriented movie. I feel like I don't feel like it's designed for a women audience. I could be
It's
general.
2020, John.
I know.
It's 2020. You take your antiquated views. You get the hell out of here. Rocky's for everybody. So is Rambo.
Yeah, I don't know.
you know, I think my parents went out to a date to see the original Rocky, and I think it was like my mom and my dad also brought along my mother-in-law, his mother-in-law, my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Sounds like a hot
I
date.
think it was just the three of them, my dad and my mom and Grandma Harrison at
That
Rocky
is a hot date.
back in like '76, and I think they all really enjoyed it.
Is that when your mom knew that your dad was the one?
Probably, I think they were probably engaged already, so I think they were already
Oh, okay.
on the path because they
In
got
my
married in
mind-
'76.
In my mind, I was hoping that it was their first date.
This is
You know,
the one for me.
They they met at a bar, and they were dancing and drinking tequila, so that runs in the
Ooh.
family. And then
Ooh.
and then in those days, I mean, well, my dad was like, "Oh, hey, can I drive you home? You know, I'll take you back home." And she goes, "Okay." And he tried to like, he alluded to a Corvette being his car, which it certainly wasn't. And she's like, "Oh my God, this is your car?" And he's like, "Nah, it's the piece of shit next to it." And then, yep, that was that.
But he was just joking. He wasn't trying to convince her. He was just being silly.
Yeah. Silly guy.
That's funny. That's funny.
Cooper, so silly.
Yeah.
So what do you got, John? I have to say I was really jealous because I saw that you guys had your first snow.
I know, isn't that crazy?
So crazy. I was because we were just in the mountains together and it wasn't that cold, and then you went home and you had snow, and I was green with envy, as they say.
Wow. Yeah, it was pretty weird too. Yeah, because I think like one of the last days we were in the mountains, it was like almost 80 degrees.
Yes, it was.
And then we're back here and it's freezing.
I wish it was like that here.
It was nice. It was fun for the kids. I mean, to me, it's kind of it's I could take it or leave it personally. I don't enjoy it as much as you do, but the kids' enjoyment of it really takes it to the next level for me. They went sledding and they jumped on the trampoline covered in snow, and they had a blast. It was like an inch and a half of snow, but it was like enough for them to have fun with it.
I saw that sled take off. So you found a good hill. Yeah. It went.
Yeah, it did. I was surprised. We took them. I didn't know if it was going to work. You could still see the grass through the snow. I was like, I don't know if sledding's going to work, but we tried it out, and it was awesome.
Hell yeah.
Were you watching them play in the snow and thinking to yourself, when did I lose my childlike wonder?
I lost that so long ago that I don't even think about it anymore.
Wow.
Not even an afterthought. Not even an afterthought.
Yeah. Yeah, it was I actually did sled down the hill myself one time. I took like a tube that we had and I ran and dove and went down the hill, and it was really fun. My big fear though was that I was somehow gonna like injure myself and it would be so embarrassing. Yeah. You know, like break a finger, or, like just, especially something that might stop me from playing guitar, doing something I need to do. I'm like, how'd you? I was sledding.
Yeah,
that would be one of those things. That would be one of those things that we would wait like 6 months, and then we would make fun of you brutally about it for 2 years.
For the rest of my life, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Luckily, I didn't break anything, and it was fun.
Anytime I throw my body around like that, like if it was jumping on a sled or something, I feel like my body is so much heavier than it used to be. And I think it's just from the weight of the world on my shoulders.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Not easy these days.
I actually thought when I was gonna run and jump, I pictured myself just kind of landing on the ground and stopping and not even sliding down the hill at all, because I was like, I don't know, I'm pretty heavy these days. I'm just gonna just stop and sit there like an idiot. But I apparently you're
like a stupid idiot.
Yeah. I guess the weight actually helps because of physics and stuff. So I went pretty fast.
You picked a good hill too.
Science.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, that was a man's hill.
It was. Yeah.
There's good sledding in Wantagh. There's a park in Wantagh, and they got some pretty good
Mark,
hills.
everybody's gonna know now.
Yeah. I know. I just gave it up.
Gonna have to do something. Jamie actually just voted early yesterday in Wantagh herself. She just ran over there and stuff. It was a giant line, but it only took about 20 minutes.
That's not bad compared to what I've been seeing.
Nice.
Yeah. My aunt apparently had to wait 3 hours out in Suffolk County, but
3 hours.
That was the day one. It was like Saturday or something. So it was the first day of early voting in New York, and it was a weekend. And blah blah blah. So I assume that
so
was
many factors.
Yeah, you never know.
You did it by mail, right?
I did it by mail, which was nice. My parents also voted by mail.
Yeah, that's a lot easier.
Yeah,
I'm
get
glad
it done.
Yeah, like for like us, it took about like an hour and a half.
You know, I actually have
And
mine
then
sitting here right now.
Nice.
All right.
You need to mail that in right now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it.
I don't know if you read the news, but you need to mail it in right now.
Yep, I see everything.
Does New York have drop-off boxes?
Yeah.
Yeah, go drop that. Go drop that
Yeah.
off.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Nice.
Man,
You guys want to make a song about
what
how
what
voting
a
is
thing.
important?
What's
what's that?
Are you gonna sing it to us?
You should make a song about how voting is important. Tell all the kids of the world that they're the future and voting is important. In song.
I
was hoping you
believe
already-
the children are the future, right?
Yeah, like one of those songs. We should do one of those.
I was hoping that you already had a song about.
I got
voting
something
and
in
you were
the
gonna
works,
sing
man.
it,
I
and
just
you
gotta
were gonna
make it
sing
perfect.
it to us.
I got
right
something in
now.
the works. When we meet up, you guys are gonna be blown the fuck away. You
Well,
might
email
drop
around.
this song. I'm gonna tell you, sit down before I play this song for you because you're gonna be fucking blown out your pants. You know what I mean? That's
We're all
not-
gonna need new
little
pants.
preview? Can you give us a preview?
Yeah, just
No
a
way.
little taste.
No way, Jose.
No? Oh
No
man,
way.
the suspense.
What if someone
Suspense.
sees it? They'll probably try and take the song.
That's a good.
Oh,
Point.
true.
It's Mark O'Connell's
Oh,
intellectual property. There, now you can let it rip.
John, you like that guitar part that I sent over?
I
Hey,
do
send it
like
to me.
that.
Yeah. Hey, Sean, he didn't send it to me either.
You know
Just-
what? I
just
didn't
for
send
me.
it to you because I wanted John to take it and then make it a piano part. And then I was hoping once he did that and feels comfortable and makes a cool part around it, then send that to everybody. Because I think the parts, it would be more special if it was piano. It would be good.
Likely story.
No,
Yeah,
that's really it.
Sure.
That's really it.
I'm just gonna be a little offended for a while.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well, it is
Me
really
too,
good,
Sean.
Good. That makes me happy.
and I do like it a lot.
I wish it was crap.
That's funny.
No, I'm excited. I'm excited to hear it. I'll come up with a very patriotic bass line for it.
Good. Good.
Patriotic, huh?
What does a patriotic bass line sound like?
Probably like a tuba. Boom, boom, boom,
Oh,
boom, 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 boom.
That would actually probably go perfect with it. Without even hearing it, you knew that. That
Holy
would be-
smokes.
Amazing.
That's what you
that
call
would sound really
chemistry.
good.
Yeah.
Synergy.
Synergy. We miss you guys.
Yeah.
Miss you too. Miss all of you. Man, it's gonna be fun when we can all be in the same room again.
Yeah.
It will be.
I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Can you guys believe that we're almost at the point where our last tour ended a year ago?
No.
Didn't have to be like this.
It did not. It did not. Really sucks.
Yeah, I think this is the long, I don't know. Have we talked about? There was
Probably.
one podcast or that I think we talked about it, but now it's even more true because this one is happening after that last time we talked about it.
Yeah.
It's the longest we haven't been together. In like,
Ever.
A decade.
11 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say before this,
Yeah.
maybe 2 months was the longest or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if that, but then at the time you were living down the street, and then Mark and Shaun lived close to one another. So,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so even then we would
anyways,
run into each other.
yeah. Wild.
Shaun and Mark, you guys had any more get-togethers? Any more wild parties?
We were supposed to on Saturday, but then there was like the uptick with all the, kids in schools getting COVID and shit. So
Getting more
couldn't do it.
Yeah, we had a couple like family friends and stuff test positive, so we were like, all right, well, I guess we have to pull back again and try and be smart. And thankfully, the schools are still going, so that's what's most important. The kids are being smart; they're masking up and stuff. So I get bummed about all of those things, but I'm like, all right, well, school is very good, and I see my kids thriving there, and everyone's been pretty healthy. So,
and it's so crazy to me that little kids have no problem wearing a mask when they're at school, but grown-ups do.
Yeah, my kids have been
bonkers.
My kids have been great about it. Everything we've done, school, non-school, whenever they have to wear it, they've even gone for an hour probably wearing a mask for something without a complaint. But grown men are so angry that they have to do that. It's unbelievable.
My son will complain. He'll be like, man, it's such a bummer that I have to wear this mask, but I get it.
Yeah.
6 years old. I understand.
Yeah. A rational 6-year-old. Imagine that.
I 100% agree with that statement that he made, That's how I feel too.
Yeah, I think everyone does.
Yeah, dude, nobody wants to, but it's the right thing.
Because I don't want to get a disease, and I don't want to give anyone a disease.
Yeah, more specifically that.
Yeah,
it's like
that's going back to the brainwashing. Crazy. Like they're getting brainwashed. Like whatever's being fed to them is making these people. Yeah. They're weak-minded people. You have to be a weak, stupid mind to actually do something like this. But they're being brainwashed. So it's a bunch of weak people being brainwashed, acting like clowns. It's the worst.
Speaking of that, it's a little off subject, but we started watching that show, The Vow, on HBO. Have you guys seen that?
Yes. No. I saw it, yeah.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
It's like, for like John and like, it's basically like this guy in Albany started this cult, and it's kind of set up like a self-help like pyramid scheme, and then like people were buying into it, and then it just gets weirder and weirder. We haven't finished it yet, so don't tell me, Mark, but it's a crazy thing. A lot of similarities that you see out in the world today.
Cool. Right. Is it based on a true story, or is it?
It's true. Yo, there's Adam. There's a documentary
just a few years ago
on Stars. There's one on Stars where it's like, it's the same story. Like HBO and Stars each have one, and I saw the Stars one. And it is, and it's exactly right. That's that type of shit.
Yeah, dude, it's
manipulating at its best.
Yeah, master of manipulation. This guy it's insane.
Well, did you while watching that, did you think to yourself like, well, this wouldn't happen to me, because I'd be like, no.
Well, I did think that, but then at the same time, I thought I was reminded of times in my life to where I've like gone along or tolerated just nonsense for longer than I should have, and then I was like, okay, I kind of see how this could happen.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can see how it happens, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a friend. We had a friend that signed up for something.
Yeah, I was literally just thinking that, and I was wondering if it was the same guy.
It could be.
I didn't want to ask, though. I didn't want to bring it up.
But yeah, stuff happens. Things get crazy. You know what I watched last night? There's a new episode of David Letterman's show on Netflix. He had Dave Chappelle on. Have you guys seen that?
No, I haven't, but I got an email about it, and I'm so excited to watch it because I love David Letterman, and I miss him being in the public or like being out there, and I also love Dave Chappelle. Same.
And they love each other so much, and that's a really wonderful thing to see. And Chappelle is so smart and so nuanced in all of his takes and everything. And I was afraid that the interview might have happened pre-COVID, but no, it's like current. I think it's from the summer, and it's really, really worth checking out. There's a lot of good positivity and stuff, and just good messages and ideas, and how it's okay to disagree with people and stuff. But yeah, it's really cool to see where Dave Chappelle lives too, because he's in very rural Ohio, but it's one of the more progressive places in the entire state. And so it's really cool. They take like a walk around town and stuff. They're all masked up and everything, and it's just it's a wonderful way to spend an hour. So I did that right before bed, and I went to bed feeling good, woke up feeling lousy. But
Well, I'm gonna watch that tonight. Did you wake up feeling lousy because it was over?
yeah. But I mean, he also has Lizzo on there, so I think she'll inject some
nice.
positivity into my day too. So yeah, there's a couple of really interesting ones.
Wait, so are all those episodes out, or is
Yeah, 4 new episodes, I think.
Nice. I love Lizzo too. Man, see, there's something good to watch. Like lately with television, even with the Vow show, like there were times to where like I would just go back to like my book or like go outside for a bit, because I'm like, all right, this is crazy, but I don't know if I need to spend my time only doing this. So that makes me excited to hear about something that would be interesting all the way through to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's awesome.
Very nice.
So have you guys been doing anything else super cool? Mark, you started any new paintings or anything?
No, I'm at a standstill. I only got this in right here.
Nice.
You guys want to answer a question?
Sure.
Okay. This one comes from Australia, which is very far away.
Ooh, yeah, the land.
Hi
down
guys.
there.
Yeah, Tim from Sydney, Australia. Been wanting to ask a question since episode 1. Hope all is well. My question: Radiohead 20th anniversary of Kid A was on the 2nd of October. Would love to know if you guys have a favorite track off the album. P.S. In Australia, it's compulsory to vote. You get a fine if you don't. Is that interesting?
Awesome. So awesome.
Think about something like that over here.
They wouldn't make that a law here, because then everyone would vote and things would be very different. and I think there's a large portion of the people that are running for office that don't like it when everyone votes.
That is true.
What do you think Australia's electoral college is like?
I bet they don't have one. They're oh man.
Yeah, right? Are we the only place who has anything like that?
I assume.
There's I saw this great interview, like it came up on YouTube or something, and I don't know if it was New Zealand or Australia, but it was this news anchor, and she was interviewing this this guy that had just lost this election, and apparently he was like just pretty terrible, and she just let him have it, and it felt so nice to watch, because I was like, oh man, she's not letting that guy lie about anything, and it was real refreshing to know that was happening someplace in the world.
Yeah, well, all this stuff is going on like worldwide. That's what's crazy too with the pandemic too. Like it feels like it's just us, but like you see the numbers surging everywhere. So it's like, man,
yeah,
the world is in this together. So there's some sort of unity, and people are lying everywhere. I think it's interesting. I think we're getting into an age where fact checking is going to become like the thing.
I hope so.
So flat earthers and stuff like that, Holocaust deniers, like it's going to go away. I'm very, very hopeful.
Like I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. I totally disagree with you, because people are too stupid, and that's just too good to be true. That's not going to happen.
I'm saying it's going to take a long time. I'm saying, but we're just on the cusp, like of the new age of information, of reality. So it's going to take a very long time, like 50 years. I'm not saying but it's starting.
Yeah, hopefully.
I think. But anyway, let's talk about Kid A.
Okay.
It's way funner.
Okay. Before we go any further into Kid A, I just want to say that when John and I shared a room, John had his stereo in there, and every morning his alarm clock was Kid A would turn on, because it was like a CD player, And for years, I could not listen to that record because it made me so mad. Because on the days to where I wasn't working, because like at the time I was working at like a breakfast restaurant, so I'd have to get up at like 4:35 in the morning. And then so on the days where I didn't have to get up that early, I would really look forward to sleeping in. But no, here comes Tom York and company waking me up.
Now here's my question, John. How do you feel about being the man that ruined Kid A for Adam Lazzaro forever? That's what I want to know. How do you
Well, my guess is it wasn't going to be a big album for him anyway. But I could be wrong about that.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Funny.
Well, you weren't like into it or was that the first time you were hearing it was as an alarm clock? Did you not even have a chance to listen to it before that?
No.
Okay.
I
was thinking you had probably heard it, but you weren't really that into it anyway.
No, at the time I had only heard OK Computer, and I loved that. Also, it was Kid A, and it was the one Modest Mouse record that Antarctica or something, the
Moon and Antarctica.
Yeah, that one too. It took me years to be able to listen to it.
Was that also an alarm clock for me?
Yep. Sure was.
So let me ask you this though. So I had to have something to wake me up because this is in the days before you had a phone to wake you up. So do you think it would have been better to wake up to like a loud beeping noise or to those songs?
Loud beeping noise. And here's why. Because then I could have enjoyed those records sooner.
There's no association.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I'm not mad.
Then I apologize.
Just say sorry, John.
I did. I just said I apologize.
Twice. It's one of those things that's like not funny then, really funny now. And I just like to talk about it because I'm giving you a hard time.
You know what? You should be thankful, though, because a few years later, after Camille and I started living together, I had Jethro Tull's "Thick as a Brick" in the CD player as my alarm.
Yo, that's much worse. That I think that would kill me.
When we were driving home, we were listening to some local like rock radio station. And have you guys ever? I think the song was called "Thunder in the Jungle." Or
Rumble in the Jungle.
Rumble in the Jungle.
Or no, Bungle or some, the Jethro Tull song.
Yeah.
Did someone cover it?
No, it was a Jethro Tull version. But if you're looking for a good time and you got about 3 minutes on your hands, I suggest you go put that in because oh man, someone recorded that and put it out and it was real popular and I understand why.
Bungle. Sorry, I think it's Bungle in the Jungle or something.
Bungle, dude.
Mr. Bungle in the Jungle?
I bet if you just Google Jethro Tull Jungle, that song will come up, and it is just, wow, it's out of sight.
You know, it's weird, like just talking about, I don't know, all Radiohead, like getting older and then a song or a band that all of a sudden one day that's been around forever. And I'm talking about like AC/DC for myself right now. Like recently, I started listening to AC/DC because one day I was just like, I really like this now. For some reason, this is fucking working, and it didn't as much before. Anybody else? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Or like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. 100%.
Yeah, Thin Lizzy took a while for me to click. Now it really clicks every time.
Yeah.
Man, I was cranking ZZ Top the other day, and it was the best.
Yo, no lie. ZZ Top, they have one of my favorite guitar tones of all time because it sounds like they took jumper cables from the guitar and put them on an engine. and crank the engine. Because it's,
Yeah.
man, I love that guitar tone. Dire Straits has like a similar one,
Mhm.
like Sultan's Swing. Man,
Yeah.
so good.
But yeah, it sounds so good coming out of my stereo, and man, yeah, it felt good. Got the coffee going, eliminator cranked. Oh man.
Know what's a really funny thing about ZZ Top is that that all of their like their lyrics, for instance, give me all your lovin', all your hugs and kisses too. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
guys. Like,
What-
that's the one you're gonna go with, Billy Gibbons? All right, man.
What
All
about
right.
This makes sense.
song? That song about legs.
Well, she
He
knew
knows
how to use them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, it's a Joe.
What's up?
Hey,
Happy belated birthday, man.
They just said happy birthday. Oh, he just smiled real big. I just made his day.
Awesome.
Well, wait, hold on. About the loving and hugs and kisses, are you saying that you don't want loving, hugs and kisses? Because that's what I want. And I identify with wanting
That's, yeah.
loving and hugs and kisses from people.
No,
It just
I was
depends.
saying,
You think they're naughty hugs and kisses? Are they talking about in that song?
well, no, maybe they are, but I was just gonna say, like, it's kind of like what you were saying, like how stuff didn't resonate with you until now. See, like when I was super into The Cure, I didn't want any hugs and kisses or
Right.
anybody's loving. But now,
I just want a cup of chamomile tea and leave me alone.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. I just want
See,
to
you
go in my
wanted to
room
be
and
angry.
brood.
You wanted to be upset about something back then. But now
Yeah,
you just
sad.
want loves and hugs and kisses.
That's it.
Yeah. I agree.
And
I agree.
yeah. So which is why I'm growing out my beard.
Yeah. That'll get you love, hugs, and kisses.
Yeah. Well, that was a good talk about Radiohead.
Yeah. Man, it would be very jarring to wake up to the national anthem.
Yeah. See, I could have done that. I could have said it for the national anthem. I didn't do that
Wait.
though.
What happened?
Like the actual
No,
national.
No, the Radiohead song.
There's a song on Kid A called the national anthem.
See, that's
Got a lot
that's
of
how
horns
little. That's how little I know that record is. I didn't know there was a song called the national anthem on it. All thanks to John Nolan.
There you go.
Well, John,
Which,
what's your
that
favorite
might-
song?
That might be my favorite. That I really love the national anthem song, and that one I have a drum set at home, and I've been trying to play the drum beat because it's kind of like a loop. It just goes over and over again,
Nice.
and I've been pretty good at it. It's kind of tough
Nice.
for me with Kid A. That album really changed my whole perception of music, and I think when I was using it as my alarm clock, I was so drawn in by that record and obsessed with it. Like the idea that like that song playing would be bad in any way or bothersome to somebody never even crossed my mind. I was just like, well, this is I'm starting the day with amazing music. What could be wrong with that? But
oh, go ahead.
yeah, I would say national anthem, everything in its right place. Those are both standout tracks. How to Disappear Completely.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite, or Idiotech.
Yeah, see, they're all great to me.
Yeah.
And I still love the album. It still holds up to me. It's really and the big thing to me was I had been into OK Computer, and then they just took this complete 90-degree turn when like I think they were primed to do like the Coldplay thing, which is like have your breakout biggest album and then like become basically a pop group, and then they were like made the most challenging and different sounding album of their career. And that was also kind of mind-blowing to me that they were just very purposefully like, we're just going to do what is interesting to us and kind of follow our instincts and not try to capitalize on our success. And yeah, that kind of blew my mind.
Oh yeah.
I remember a Chris Martin quote, like after Rush of Blood to the Head came out. He said, yeah, like Radiohead cleared the forest and then we came in and built a strip mall.
That's very
That
self-aware. I appreciate that.
It's
That's
so
accurate.
funny.
Yeah, they kind of like, I think, did what people maybe thought Radiohead was going to do, and they left the door open for someone else, and Coldplay said, "Yes, please, we'll step in."
I was waiting for Saturday Night Live to come on Saturday night, and they were playing a rerun of Saturday Night Live. Like I forget what year it was, but it was when Tina Fey and Jimmy Fallon were doing the Weekend Update, and Radiohead was the musical guest, and it was incredible. There's like is it Johnny Greenwood?
Mm-hmm.
Is that so?
Yeah.
He's playing. He's playing his pedal board, and then this like kind of like, it looked like a harmonium, but it had a string that attached to his finger that was doing something as he was hitting the keys. It was and then Tom York was all like spazzing out. It was one of the better Saturday Night Live performances that I've seen.
Do you remember what song they were playing?
It was the do 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 do.
That's a good song.
Paranoid Android.
Paranoid Android, that's the name.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Not right now, buddy. Maybe in a little bit.
Man, did you guys see Jack White on SNL the other week with Bill Burr?
So good. Smoked it. Smoked it.
That was one of the coolest
Three-piece.
performances I've ever seen, and that drummer was outstanding. I couldn't let my son see that performance because he would wreck his drums and set them up exactly that way. They're like on the floor or something. It was amazing.
Well, it's funny because that drummer, he's actually from Detroit, I believe, because Mark Hudson knows him. But
crazy.
But so like he started touring with Jack White when he was doing those solo records, and his drums weren't quite as forward, and then now they were much more forward. And I was texting with Greg, and we were saying that like 2 years from now they're gonna have to hang him from the ceiling because his drums are just gonna be facing the audience. He's gonna be on it. But yeah, he's incredible.
Yeah, that was so cool too. And like, I don't know if you saw Jack White did like that finger tap solo. I think it was a kind of Eddie Van Halen tribute, but like his version. So it was cool. He didn't just like cop Eddie's like whole solo. He did a Jack White Eddie Van Halen solo, which I just thought was the raddest thing ever.
Wasn't he playing Eddie Van Halen's guitar, that Music Man?
You would definitely know better than me. I don't know. But
Dude,
definitely possible.
Jack White just had this new pedal that came out, and this thing is insane. I think it's like Cooper Sound that makes it. It's either Cooper Sound or Copper Sound, but it's basically like, it looks like a telegraph, like, you know, and it has these three switches on it, and it's like an octave fuzz thing, and you can engage them in different ways. Anyways, I've watched a couple YouTube videos on it, and it looks so sick. It's very
That sounds super fun.
Yeah. But he was using it for that Saturday Night Live performance.
Nice. I have to revisit that too, just to see what he was doing. I was blown away so much. The first watch, I couldn't even understand what he was doing, but I was just loving it.
Yeah, there's Keaton was watching it with us because we watched that one this Sunday after, and Keaton just goes, "He's really good." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, he is. You are absolutely right."
It's exactly how I felt.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So that was another good talk about Radiohead.
Yeah. It meanders.
Do we have another question?
Yeah, kind of. But you know, I'm just gonna. I feel like I don't feel like answering another question. I'll show off my new bass though. Adam got me excited.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's see it.
So yeah, like Adam mentioned, I have a birthday coming up, so I bought myself a present because that's what you do in a pandemic. Look at this.
Woo!
Beauty.
Mama.
So this is the Fender 60th anniversary jazz bass with matching headstock.
So sick.
I'll put pictures of that up on Instagram or something later. But the paint's like a white sparkly deal. Reminds me of a classic car, like Mark's 49 Ford.
I was going to call your guitar stunning. I think it's
stunning.
stunning bass
Stunning.
guitar.
But man, I've been playing
It's-
the hell out of that thing. I played for like an hour. I haven't played the bass for an hour straight, just like noodling in a very long time.
Man, that is could I play your new bass?
I would love you to play my new bass.
Dope.
Yo, I just had a
wait.
vision of you in your room, looking in the mirror with your new bass, being like, when this pandemic
It's
is
like,
done,
ooh, yeah, ooh.
people are
These
gonna
people
see
aren't gonna. They're not gonna
I've
know
done
what
that.
hit them. Ooh,
Yeah, I'm coming up with all sorts of new moves and stuff.
Oh man.
Gonna blow everyone away. I've been inside a long time, and when we start playing shows again, they're not gonna know what hit them.
Oh, can't wait.
That's gonna be nuts, man. It sucks that I can't even. You know when you could see something that you think that you want to happen in the future, and you could just feel it and see it and know how it's gonna go, but like that, it just seems unimaginable doing that shit. But I can't fucking wait.
Yeah, like I just
Yeah,
like
dude.
thinking about being in the backstage room, getting ready to go on, and like, holy shit, I can't believe we got through all of that after all of this time, and here we are. I'm like, but I don't know when.
Yeah, like
I
all
can
that
feel it. I
nervous
feel like it's
energy.
going to happen, and it's going to be
Yeah.
great.
Eventually. It's just
Yeah.
not even possible to know when.
Didn't have to be like that.
No. That is true.
It's the most unimaginable thing. Like it's you know, you can imagine, like you hear a crazy situation, go yeah, that's imaginable. You know, like, but a pandemic, that's not even was in the cards, in your
Yeah.
brain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like,
You know,
get-
crazy. Have you guys gotten to the point now, like if you watch a movie like that, you know, from like even a year or two ago, and you see like a bunch of people getting together in a crowd and like
Mhm.
hugging each other and talking real close, like, what are you guys doing? Are you crazy?
Yeah,
yeah.
that feeling of like, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
But like if you go and watch the World Series or something, I've been watching the games have been great. John, you've watched a little bit, right?
Oh, yeah, that fourth game was insane.
Yeah. I couldn't believe, like, I tuned it in kind of like late, and the score was going back and forth and stuff, and then that play to end it all. I was like, oh my god, that's an insane. That's like a Bill Buckner type of deal
Yeah.
where you
Totally.
can't even imagine. But when they go back in time and show like highlights from a year before, this what happened in 2016. There was this game between these teams. It's like, man, we were so on top of each other all of the time.
It looks dangerous. It actually looks dangerous to me. I'm like, no.
Like, how did we do that?
Yeah.
Always.
How did we survive?
For the last 100 years, we've been very comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks crazy seeing a packed baseball stadium. It's hard to imagine.
And like, are there even enough seats? There's so many people standing, watching, and so excited. They seem so crammed in like sardines. Like, how could they even sit? And now, like, you see people at the games and stuff, and they're spread out and stuff, and that even feels unsafe to me.
Yeah, I don't think I would do it.
Yeah, I guess I don't like baseball enough, or anything for that matter.
That does not bode well for us.
No, it
Man.
doesn't.
Wild, so wild.
Yeah. I wonder if the Flaming Lips have kept those bubble shows going, or if that was a one-time thing. Or if this is like something they're trying to continue.
I like saw a video. I saw a video of that, and it looked pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, we've always got that. We can always copy them. Do weird bubble shows.
Yeah, they're no, I like kind of feel like that's their thing. You know, like there's like probably about like a year after Wayne Coyne started to go into the crowd in the bubble back when things were normal, and then like there were like one or two other bands that started doing it, and it was like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah,
that's Wayne Coyne's thing. You can't steal his shit. Yeah, like you don't have any ideas of your own.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so it kind of feels like that. But maybe that'll just be the new normal thing, and Flaming Lips will blaze the trail for musicians everywhere and concert goers.
That sounds like a nuisance to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Okay, I don't...
Dude,
like, and like you said, for them doing that shit, you know, they've been doing that. But yeah, like, I don't know. You gotta... You know, I don't know. Bubble shows.
Yeah, like, I feel like that's their thing.
It's interesting too. Like I think
There's-
there. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I interrupted.
I feel like
No,
you gotta
I
be a young person to want to. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. That's what we do. I was going to change the subject a little bit because I think a lot of people will write a lot of songs about this pandemic and how much it sucks and being stuck. And I kind of feel like it's like taking pictures with your family at a funeral. It's like, I don't want to remember this. I don't want to live in this thing forever. Like, I'm not in a year from now. I don't think I'm going to want to relate to songs about a pandemic. You know, like,
Yeah.
like that's what I'm like, man, is all the art going to be pandemic art once we're past it? You know, like I want to live in this moment and get beyond it and be done with it, hopefully forever. I want to learn the lessons so we don't have to be back here. Because that's my biggest fear. It's like, man, we all feel stuck. We all feel horrible. And so I don't know if I don't know if that's what people want or they find it relatable, but man, I don't.
Back to the drawing board for me.
No, I think the way you and John write lyrics, it's way more.
I like
It's way more timeless, and it's not really stuck in a place. That's what I enjoy about your lyric writing.
Well, I was real excited to share my new song that I wrote called "Man, Isn't This Pandemic a Bummer?" But I guess I won't now.
No, you have to share it now. It's not gonna work in a year.
Oh, true. Okay, I'll get on it. I have it set up in the garage. I'll go make a quick demo.
Yeah, while we're all stuck, get that stuff out, cash in, and then we got to get on to the posy vibes.
You know, when I think about people that have been brainwashed, I often think the thought in my mind is like, feels like I'm in the Twilight Zone. And then when I think about that, I'll think, that's a good album name. Am I living in the Twilight Zone?
Could we add that to the
Not
list
that
of
funny?
possible
No,
titles?
I thought it was not funny. Am I in the Twilight
okay.
Zone?
Maybe for
got a
a
bunch.
song.
We've got a lot
Maybe
of
for a
good
song.
options.
So many options.
and it's good to have options. It's better to have more than you need than it is to have not enough.
Right.
And it's bad to assume
What happens then?
Because
that you don't have options.
Because you
That's
know what
the
they say
saying?
about assuming. Yeah.
When you assume you don't have options.
No.
That's what they say.
Oh, you make an ass out of you and me.
Oh man, nuts.
When you assume you don't have options. And that's another option right there. Another fucking option.
That was actually the pre-chorus for my song, my new hit song. Man, this pandemic is a bummer.
And people are watching the magic happen right here and right now. It's a beautiful thing.
Same.
Oh man, going back to the Flaming Lips real quick, there was they had like on tompetty.com they had like a 70th because it would have been his 70th birthday, and then so they had like a birthday celebration for him, and the Flaming Lips did a cover of "Listen to Her Heart" to start the thing off, and it is so good.
That's
So
cool.
you should go check that out. And it's like even the way they filmed it, they did it in a way that only the Flaming Lips could do it. So I recommend people check that out. It was really great.
Nice. Man, maybe we can make a plan to talk next week about the Flaming Lips, but we'll meander into like New Kids on the Block territory or something.
Joey's my favorite. Wait,
Joey.
I'm a
Joey
Donnie
New Kids on
guy.
the Block?
was there a Joey in New Kids on the Block?
There was a Joey.
Joey
What's his name from NSYNC? Right?
No, you're thinking of the
Joey
yeah,
Fatone.
you're getting your Joeys mixed up.
Oh,
yeah.
I think there's a Joey New Kids on the Block too. Joey was he was the young cute one.
Mhm.
Joey McIntyre.
And
Yeah,
I like
I-
Donnie. I like Donnie Wahlberg.
Donnie Wahlberg.
Donnie was a bad boy.
Yeah,
right?
he was nuts.
Joey was a young cute guy.
He was an arsonist.
He really was.
Really?
Bad.
That's
Yeah, I
so
think he was-
naughty.
Literally.
He was losing his mind on tour. He was a young kid, all the stardom, and I think he lit a hallway on fire.
Oh right, he lit some shit on fire. What else was he supposed to do? could you imagine if you were in that dude's position at that young age, the shit that I would have done?
Yeah, I could understand lighting
yeah.
a fire.
Yeah, lighting
Yeah.
fires, it makes sense. It makes sense.
I
What
don't
else
agree
are you
with
gonna
it.
do?
I don't condone it,
You have to.
but I get it.
Yeah. Yeah,
no
same.
choice.
Jordan was probably very disappointed in him after that.
Right.
Jordan Knight would never have lit anything on fire.
Very, very moral guy, everything I've heard.
Yeah.
Good head on his shoulders.
And then who was the other guy?
Not
There was
bad, Jordan.
And then who? Jordan. And then
Jordan, Joey,
Is there
Don.
Danny?
Danny.
Joey,
Danny.
Donnie, Steve.
Steve. I don't know.
Steve.
Steve.
Not that I
Kenneth?
remember. Kenneth. Yeah, that was it.
Luke Perry. No,
Rest in peace.
that was 90210. Oh yeah, too
Mhm.
soon. Sorry.
Can't think of the other guy.
I used to want that haircut, like you know how they had like the thing,
Mhm.
like the thing here, and
Kind
then
of
it
like
just
a
never
pompadour.
close to it, but it was like blown out and like
It was
I
like
used to
a
really want that
pompadour
haircut.
/ mullet, right?
kind of, yeah, like not too long, but long enough to like they like to party in the back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think a couple of guys had like the rat tail.
Yeah, they're getting
Yeah.
naughty from time to time. That's what
Yeah.
that said.
Yeah.
But then they can put on their Z Cavaricis and look great when it's time to be fashionable.
They can get naughty and they could reel it in. That's what that says.
Yeah.
Should we leave it at that? How long have we been on this call?
Long enough.
I think that's a real good spot to leave it.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you everybody for tuning in to episode 15, the spookiest episode of all.
Very spooky.
And we'll see you next week on Election Day. And
Spooky.
send all your emails and questions to takingbacksundaypod@gmail.com. And thank you for listening to this wonderful entertainment. Whatever the hell
your
this
hugs
is.
and kisses too. Okay, bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye,
Bye bye.
everybody.